raked this hay yesterday. I'm hoping it'll bale. This is, I think what day? Thursday morning. You can see the barley still isn't baled, and that pivot isn't supposed to be there. The pivot is supposed to be on the other side of the hay, but there's more to that story. I'll tell you in a bit. This is our first, finger in the way, my first bale, and we'll see whether I can keep going or not. So 24.9, that's not super desirable. 24.8, pretty consistent though. 27.7. $28.5. And 38. You always got to get one. But see this one, you can see there's wet. That's pretty dark in there. Here, we'll just leave that there for now. So anyhow, I don't get too worried about a couple of high numbers because you have the morning dew on it. But I'm gonna make one more bale just because this was the weedy spot. You know, so there's, you know, I'm not saying that it's not all over 20, but I'm gonna bale another bale and see what it measures at. So the reason the pivot's not supposed to be there is on that T&L pivot, it's old and I don't adjust the speed because the motors can't keep up. So I had it maybe toward those trees yesterday, and so it has to come all the way around so I can swath that barley. That barley should have been knocked down last week, but when you don't own a swather, things don't happen on time. And then with the little showers we had, it was okay, but now it really needs to get swathed. So I wanted to bring it to the edge of the hay, and at just about midnight last night, Jessica came home from going to the movies with her friends, and I was gonna go check the pivot, and I never even thought about it because I thought it would probably need to get shut off about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. So I wasn't too, thinking I had to do it immediately, but I thought I'd go check it. And I probably would have shut it off then had I done it, but I didn't think of it. So then this morning I woke up and my dear wife was soaking in the tub, getting ready for her day, and I went to go talk to her, and then all of a sudden I was like, the pivot. So I decided that if the pivot was there, it could stay there till this hay's baled, and then I'll move the pivot back across when I've got it done baling. So just a minor setback, not a real big one, so it could have been so much worse. But I better get in the tractor and I'll go make another bale and see what it measures at. I am right at that 20 mark because there is the dew, morning dew. I am not scared to bale at 20. You can see the dust coming off the baler like crazy. It just shows that I got lots of dry leaves, and basically if I wait to bale, say I wait 2 hours so that I can get bales that are 18 to 15. If if I wait, then I'm going to lose more leaves. And I'm not just doing, you know, baling based on, oh, well, I don't want to lose a leaf, so that's why I'm doing it. A lot of it is I just got so much work to do that I'm going to get going on it. I do not know if I'll be able to bale barley today or not. There is a chance. There is a chance of shower tomorrow. So if I can make it all work, I will bale. As long as it will store, I'm gonna bale, because I can't afford, it's late there for 3.5 weeks now. So I'm just backing up because of the pivot tracks. If I don't normally back up to drop bales, but basically it's the pivot tracks. Because I'm going to run this pivot right over top of my bales, I need to make sure there's no bales that are going to get run over. This is what the plan is. This weekend, just had a little plug up in back there. This weekend, I'm hoping to be combining. I'm hoping I have to drive to take Wyatt, or move Wyatt and Ty to college. Ty is going for a 3rd year, and he's always lived in furnished apartments, but the place he found for him and Wyatt to live is unfurnished, so we're going to load the stock trailer up with everything they need and haul up this weekend, and then on Labor Day the boys will move there. So somewhere in the middle of that, I've got to get this hay baled. As you can see, the field is empty. I just tied my last bale for this field. Turn this noise down. I'll go make a bale in green feed. So, in park, hard to drive forward here in park. So I moved the pivot while I was baling, so it's now out of the barley. And like I said, I knew there wasn't much of a crop here, but you always are hopeful that when you go to start baling it that there's more, and there just wasn't. So had I small squared it like I wanted before it got rained on and discolored and quality knocked down, had it done it then, you know, that would have been maybe a nice hay, but I would have probably only got, I don't know if I would have got 1,000 small squares. I haven't weighed these bales yet, but I don't think I would have got, I think I would have got 900 and something, but not 1,000. And I was hoping to get like 1,400 or something, so. But if the crop's not there, it's not there, so I'll bring you out in the other field. So that's Wyatt in the skid steer. He's just moving bales that were under the pivot, and Ty is hauling those bales. I just got to start. So this stuff is really slippery. So I start off easy, and then if I know where to drive, if I can drive straight, then now I goose her up and start jamming her in there. As you can see, I'm baling the green feed. I went and made a couple bales. I don't even remember if I videoed any of the green feed before now. I'm not even sure. But I went and baled, and the numbers were good. And you've heard this from me before, is the numbers were good, so I didn't check any more bales. I just started baling. Backed out of the way. This is our last of the outside rounds to do. Like I said, you can see Wyatt busy moving some bales. stuff is slippery, so I start off easy with the baler, and as soon as it starts to pull in good, then I put her to the floor and go. Yeah, you can't see Ty. Ty's in the hay yard right now unloading his first load. And of course, while I was talking, I managed to plug up the baler. Because that's what you're not supposed to do, is be yapping. So I better go deal with it. So there's Ty with the 7410 JD. My father's tractor, something he bought this spring. And then Wyatt's still moving bales. We don't move bales, you know, so that it's easier to get. We just use the arm and push them around. But when they're under the baler, or my brain still doesn't work. When they're under the pivot, you can't go in there and get them. So all I had done before was just the pickup, corner of the pickup was plugged, and that happens with these extra wide pickups. The newer ones have a bigger scroll on the auger on the side that helps bring everything in. So, but this is our last of the outside, and then we're going up and down. And like I said, this isn't a big yielder, so as long as we keep from breaking down, there's no reason that we're gonna not get done here. But this stuff's been laying for over 3 weeks, so it's lots of black dust coming up. There, I shouldn't have to back up any more bales to dump them out. Everything else should be just dropping where I am. We've never used that 7410 on the bale wagon before, so I'm sure it'll be awesome. John Deere's, on our old stuff, the John Deere, like our 4230, had so much more hydraulic pressure that it just was the cat's meow on the bale wagon versus like our 90 series case tractors, which we have a bunch of. So I'm sure, but the 7410 I'm sure has lots of hydraulic capacity. I'm sure you can throw a bale over the wagon with it. You can with this blue tractor, I'll tell you. You can launch one right across the field with it. You just do everything at an idle so that you don't throw it, and you just take it real easy. Turn down the hydraulic flow. So I'll bring you guys out later when it's done, but I don't know, you can see Ty's over there. Like I said, this swath we're on is not bad, but like last year, the swaths behind the mower were this big, not like 2 to 1. But you can't live in the past. But like I said, if I was trying to grow a big green feed crop, I'd be pretty ticked off. But I'm trying to grow an alfalfa crop here, so like I said, we need to get this crap off and start irrigating here as soon as we can. As you can see in the lowlands, there's a crop there, so I'm hoping that once we get it irrigated, that the alfalfa will come in places where it doesn't look as good, that there's plants there, it's just they're dried up and waiting for a drink of water, and they'll start to flourish. Like in the old days, we used to combine wheat and then have, you know, put the alfalfa in, and you would swap the wheat just when it was right, ready to combine, because we didn't have straight cut header. So then you would just combine it right away and bale the straw immediately, and then get off. And then we still, I don't think we ever irrigated with wheel line. We didn't bother starting the wheels again, but we figured you'd get a little bit of moisture in the fall, and you just let her wait. And in the spring, you'd have a carpet of green. So hopefully that works this year too. We'll get her all greened up. Gonna plant a bunch more hay. Probably 120 acres next year we'll plant. Won't grow so much corn. But just keep tying bales. This is one of those days you wish you had a net wrap baler, and then in the wintertime when it's 30, 40 below and ice is built up on everything, you're glad you don't have a net wrap baler. But for baling, if I had 20 more bales already today, I'd be pretty happy. So I better get back to work. This is a good spot in the field, so the swath is so wide that I'm having issues. So just tying a bale. The boys got all that new hay bale, or the stuff I baled today all hauled away. So now they're just loading up the stuff I had on the end of the field that was from before, first cut, because it's not going to stay there. So they said, well, how about we haul that, Dad? And I said, that's a great idea. I will admit, I did call them and give them some corrective counsel on how they were doing things. So like I said, it's getting drier and it's pretty darn slippery. So like I said, when I start these bales, it's pretty darn slow. And then we goose her up. I can drive faster, but you don't have to drive that far before you have to stop and tie the bale. And you know, you get going more than what I think I'm going 7 miles an hour, and you get going more than that, and you gotta slam the brakes pretty darn hard to get stopped. So we're just not gonna worry about it. We'll get her bailed eventually. I'll bring you out again. Like I said, we just got that far to go, so it won't take long. Well, I think that's a pretty good sign of what's happened here. That baler's up. Ty's been hauling bales, so I'm just bringing in a couple while I'm driving across the field. So he's been busy. They hauled all the, well, I guess I've already probably told you, they've already hauled all the hay, and they hauled the first cut hay that I had at the end of the field. So anyhow, that part's baled. I still got a bale out at the in-laws, but I don't think it's ready today, and that's alright. I still need to get swathing too, so I gotta figure that all out. So be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Take care. Happy farming.